Hello, it's Maureen Legas here with your 21 Days 2016 series. Today is day 18. We are going to talk about removing content from your eAgentC site that you want to save and either save it in a file for later or post it on your new KW website powered by Playster. All right, let's get started. Now, our eAgentC sites are scheduled to be discontinued at the end of this year. So if there's any content that you want to save on there, this would be the time to do that. So how do we find our eAgentC sites? Well, I'm on my KW dashboard. I'm going to come over to the eEdge control panel, and I'm going to click the plus sign. I'm going to come down to the very last thing, which says Manage eAgentC Website, and I'm going to click that. So if you have a membership in luxury and commercial, I'm not sure if the Farm and Ranch had one on eAgentC, but you might have multiple websites. So this process might have to be done for more than one website. I'm going to start with my regular KW website, and I'm going to click Edit. If you only have one website, you don't have to go through this step. You will be automatically brought to this next slide here. So let's wait for it to get over to our eAgentC site, and this is what you would see when you clicked Manage eAgentC. You would just come right here. All right, so what does this site look like? If you don't even know how to find your site, you can come here and click Preview Site. So I'm going to click Preview Site. It's going to show me what my eAgentC site looks like. Now, you're not going to want to take these pictures. You either have these pictures on your hard drive already, or whoever built your site has these photos. But on the left side here, there are tools, and some of them you might want to bring over. Now, tools like the buyer resources and seller resources, those are KW built tools. So here under seller resources, 8 steps to selling your home. If I click that, there are the 8 steps. So in order to pull this, you would just click down on your mouse and drag to the bottom, and then right click and copy. And then either you would go paste this into a Word document to hold on to it for later, or you can go over to your eEdge your new KW website powered by Playster. So let me show you how to do that. I'm going to go back to my home, roll over Technology, go to KW Websites. I'm going to click Go to My Website. Here's my website. I'm going to edit my site. I'm going to add a page, and then right here I'm going to right click and paste that content, and there it is. Now the title of the page, I can go back to my eAgentC site. Where is it? And the title of this page was 8 Steps to Selling Your Home. Let's see, I copied that over here, 8 Steps to Selling Your Home. So you can take this and cut it and put that as the page title. And that's how you build that page. You're copying that page over. Make sure to put your meta title and meta description at the bottom and save it. And then it adds that page to your menu. You would have to go in and move the menu items around to where you would like them. So you can create a tab called Seller Resources, and you can have, if I click this, copy all of these over and put them under your Seller Resources tab. Mortgage Calculator, you won't be able to copy that over. That is an app here, so you'd have to put your own if you want one on your page. And Contact Us About Selling a Property is just a link. There's nothing. It's linking to another page here. So if you want to put on your Playster site a tab called Seller Resources, you could take these things, copy, go over to your Playster site. Let's say I save this, going to tell me it created on a menu. I'm going to go back, add another page. I'm going to post just these things in there. I'm going to call it Seller Resources. And then each of these items, I'm going to space it better. I don't like the way it's spaced. I might want to have just one line between. Now, those are links to those seller resources on your eAgentC page. So if I look at this link, if I click it and I edit that link, it's pointing to my eAgentC page, so I can't use that link. So what I have to do, 8 steps to selling your home, I just added. Now, let me show you here. I'm going to save it. Close that. I'm going to go to view preview of my site. It's going to show me it added 8 steps to selling your home. If I click that, it will take me to that page. I can copy, one second here, come up here to the top and copy that link to 8 steps to selling your home, so I could put it on the seller resource page. I go back to my website to edit that page. The pages are added in the order. You can find them on the menu in the order added. So since this is the last thing I added seller resources, I could find it at the last page. So I click to edit seller resources. I come back to 8 steps to selling your home. I edit that, get rid of this link. That's not the link I want. And then I take the link from this page and I put it here. And then it's my new KW website powered by Playster. I can click to open link in a new tab if I want, or I can keep it on the menu. And then I click edit. And now that new link will take them to my new website with that content. Now if I go back here to this page, I remember I want to get rid of Mortgage Calculator because I'm not being able to copy over that tool from the other site. And Contact Us, I'm going to go back to my website. I'm going to click Contact. It'll take me to the contact page, and I copy that. Go back to Contact Us, edit it, get rid of the eAgentC link, and post the new website link in there. So now I have to go through each of these. How can a real estate agent help sell my home? So I want to go back to my eAgentC website. Let me see if I can find it. How can a real estate agent help me sell my home? Click that. Take my copy. Go back here. Right click, copy. Go back to Playster. This I want to save. I add a new page on Playster with the copy. And this is really long, 10 questions to ask you, da da da. If I look at my website, see how long these are? I might need to adjust that. So if I'm here, I might take 10 questions to ask your realtor. I might say 10 realtor questions and leave that here. And that's the title that appears on my website. I've got that. I come down, I add my meta, save it. I go back to my website. I see 10 realtor questions. I click. I copy this URL. I go back to Playster. Go back to where I have the links. Page 5. Have the links here. Seller resources. I edit that. How a real estate agent can help me sell my home. I click that. Edit. Get rid of the eAgentC link. And I put in the link I copied that takes them to the 10 questions on my page. And save it. And you have to go through this for every single one and then save this page. Now you want to modify the menu. So I go back to Site Settings and go to my menu. I can see at the bottom, all of these things were added here at the bottom. So I might create a tab. Let me see if I have one. I might create a tab, custom URL, add it, called Seller Resources. And there's no URL for this tab. It's not going to take them anywhere. So I'm just going to put a pound sign. And then what I'm going to do is click Seller Resources. And I'm going to move these things. I'm going to click on top of 8 steps and drag it over Seller Resources. And it drops it there. Then I am going to, oh, Seller Resources was already added. Right, that's that page. So this I can remove. Well, cancel. Let me move this first. Going to move this over Seller Resources. I forgot I added that when I added the Seller Resources page. I'm going to move 10 questions over Seller Resources. See, it adds it underneath the Seller Resources tab. When I save this and I go back and preview my website, I have a Seller Resources tab, 8 steps and 10 questions underneath. All right, so that's how you copy content that doesn't belong to you, that belongs to KW. Let me go back to that. KW content. These are things that you didn't add. Let's say you have a page of things that you did add. So let me go over here and show you how to do that. So I'm going to go back to my eAgentC site, and I'm going to go to Add Content, and I'm going to look for Pages, right here, 3.7. I'm going to look at some of the pages I added that I might want to copy over. So on my website, I have the 21 Days 2016 series, and that's, other than the Facebook group, you can get to this through my website, 21 Days 2016 series. So let's say before they take the site away, I want to move, let me see where I put it, my 15, 14, and 13 over, all the videos from those. So I'm going to click Edit, 21 Days 2015, and it's going to show me the page that I created with that content from that year that I don't want to lose. So I'm going to, the easiest way to do it is click on Source, and it turns it into source code. I'm going to right click, I'm going to select all, I'm going to right click, and I'm going to copy. Then I'm going to go back to my Playster site. I'm going to create a page, and I'm going to call it 21 Days 2015. It was last year's. Now I have source code, so I can't just pop it in there. I've got to click these brackets here, change it into HTML, right click, and paste. And now when I right click the brackets again, it will have the content. Now it might not be aligned the same way because the HTML might be different than the code, so you might have to come in and align it, but the information is there. It's saved over, so I can come in and I can get rid of some of the spaces that I don't want and fix up this page. And then when I'm done, I want to come down here and save it. And it tells me it added to my menu. Do I want to edit that menu? So I may want to edit the menu because those pages I don't have directly on the menu. So I click to edit the menu. It takes me to the menu. And I come down here and I see 21 Days 2015 was added. I'm going to remove it. I don't want to display it on the menu, but it's still a page on my site that I can get to, and at some point I can add it to a tech menu or something else that I want. So I'm just going to leave that alone. I'm going to click Save to fix the menu, and then that's how I add pages. So let me go through that one more time. I'm going to go over to my eAgentC site by clicking My Marketing, eAgentC. I'm going to go to section 3. I'm going to go to 3.7 where I added pages. I'm going to look at the pages I want. I'm going to click to edit the page that I want to copy. I'm going to come down to where the page is. I'm going to click on source. It's going to change it to code. I'm going to right click in this big box and click select all. I'm going to right click again and click copy. I'm going to go back to my Playster page, my Playster website where there's pages. I'm going to add a page. I'm going to add the title. Whatever title you used before you can use again if you want. I'm going to click the brackets to turn it into code. I'm going to right click. I'm going to paste. Click the brackets again to see that. Make any changes to how it's displayed. To come down to the bottom, maybe drag it down, save it, and depending on where you want it on your menu, you can edit your menu and either move it, click on it and drag it to where you want it. So let's say I wanted that to be under resources. I'm going to click on it and drag it to where I want it, or I'm going to click to remove it if I don't want to display it yet, if I haven't finished editing it. I'm going to remove it from the menu. That's just removing it from the menu, not from your page. Click to save. And then here on your pages, if you look at the last page, because it's the last thing that you added, it will be there and you can always find it. All right, so make sure you do that. Make sure you're looking at your eAgentC site. Look at all of the things that you have there. If you added it, you're going to find it on your section 3.7 here where there's pages, or you might find it on your home page, which is 1.5. And then you want to copy over either to a Word doc to hold it, or a Google Doc, or add it to your website directly. All right, so I hope that helps. Make sure to get on that before the end of the year. That's the time that we're slated to be discontinued. And then we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you.